Hey guys, welcome back to Out of the Park Baseball 23 here with the Oakland Athletics. Our season is over. We are 72 and 90. Things kind of went a little sideways when we left. It's our worst record, our second to worst record. Yes, we're finishing up our fourth season. We are down 11 games from last season, which obviously isn't good, but I still think we're headed in the right direction. We suffered some injuries towards the end of the season, which kind of, eliminated any opportunity for us to potentially make a run in it. Both Joey Estes and Ryan Gleason went down for a while, and that was basically the end of it. So, statistically, offensively, it was a mess. Laureano, wait a second. Laureano was our best player at 2.2 WAR, but he had an 86 OPS plus, 667 OPS. A lot of my WAR is derived from our defense, which was the best in the American League. We also had one of the best pitching staffs in the American League, but our offense was so bad that it just couldn't overcome it. So Laureano, 14 home runs, 69 nice RBIs, 2.2 WAR, 86 OPS. He's got a $12 million team option for this year. I have to think long and hard here about what I want to do there. Uribiel Angeles came in and did a really nice job. 332, 371, 441 batting leadoff for us. I don't know if I want to just hand him the second base job. Ultimately, what I would like to do is move Poisson to second. Or even maybe third. His arm's a little light for third. I think he'd be but his turn double play might be a little light for second. Ultimately, I don't think he's a shortstop. He's either a second baseman or a third baseman. Angeles, though, hit 330. Crow Armstrong, again, defense, most of it, 85 OPS, 675 OPS. Poisson hit really well, 125 OPS plus. Pache was a disaster at the plate with a 602 OPS, 1.6 WAR, again, mostly from his defense. He did hit 15 home runs, though, which was a career high for him. So, he's a below average hitter, but if we can get that OPS plus closer to 90, he becomes a ton more valuable. Langley had a pretty good season behind the dish, 13 home runs. JD Martinez was a fan interest signing. Isaac Paredes was bad, 92 OPS plus, 250 BABIP, though. I might bring him back. I like the eye and the avoid K. I feel like he should be our leadoff hitter, but the contact is really bad. I don't know. He wants like $5.5 million, so we'll see. James Wood was a Rule 5 pickup, one of the few power bat, really the only power bat in our lineup. 252, 296, 489 slugging, 114 OPS plus. Andrelton Simmons was a disaster, so we will, if I haven't already, I may have already declined the team option on him. Nope, I didn't, but I'm going to. Right here, we will void that. Batting stats. What did I do? Gutierrez, meh. He hit pretty well. Not very good defensively. Xavier Edwards took a significant step backwards. Nick Allen is a disaster in the field as well. And Tony Bullard got a little better as the season went on for us. Ended up with a 697 OPS, 93 OPS plus. But his ratings suggest that he should hit. So we will see how it goes. From a pitching perspective, you can see, actually, let's go back here real quick. So you can see 14th. Really up and down the line in our 13th or 14th in our hitting stats. Pitching, we were first in runs against, third in starters ERA, first in bullpen ERA, second in defensive efficiency, second in zone rating. So pitching and defense, we were elite. We just couldn't hit. So from a pitching perspective, and I also changed, I don't know if you noticed this, I changed the ratings to 20 to 80. I just got more comfortable. I've just gotten more comfortable using that. What am I doing? Pitching ratings. So you'll see my pitching ratings are all now 20 to 80. So for those of you who have given me a hard time in the past for going to 1 to 100, you win. So you can see Estes, Burns, and Gleason were just absolutely fantastic. All three of them got hurt, though, so not a single one of them made 30 starts on the season. Hopefully that's something we can change next season. Corbin Burns gave up 68 hits in 104 innings. He was absolutely dominant. Estes 8-12. 125 ERA plus, 3.63 FIP. Our top three starters are our 1, 2, 3 is as good as anybody in Major League Baseball. Max Meyer, once we moved him back to the pen, I think was pretty good. Well, I guess his ERA was right in line, but pitched half as many innings and put up basically the same WAR as a reliever. So he's really good as a reliever. Bradford Depperman was fantastic. Justin Brule, Beck Way. I mean, our pitching staff was terrific. Jesus Luzardo as our number 4 starter was okay. And then we don't really have a number 5. I went with Victor Vodnik at the end of the season. I tried out Braylon Marquez for a game. I would rather leave Meyer in as the closer. Troy Taylor sort of fell off a little bit towards the end of the season. He was really good at the start, but struggled. You can see struggled down the stretch. April and May, he was terrific. It just got worse and worse and worse as the season went on. So April, May, and even June was passable, but July, August, and September were really, really bad for him. So, but as a number 5, I mean, he might be okay. So, I mean, we'll see. That's kind of how things went. We got Jonathan Vastine. I don't know if he's going to... I mean, he hit really well in AA last year, so he'll at least start in AAA this year. I don't know if he will start in the majors, but... and then Liam Deegan, is kind of taking a step backwards a little bit. It still has really good avoid K. If you can get that contact, if the contact gets up to a 45 and the avoid K gets up to a 50, I think he becomes a legit major leaguer. But you can see he really struggled last year. 83 OPS plus, struck out 114 times and 355 at bats. So there's still some work that needs to be done there. So the big question is, what do we do with Ramon Laureano? $12 million team option. He's popular. He's not like incredibly popular. So I don't know if, I don't know what kind of a fan interest hit we would take from trading him. But that's a decision I don't have to make right this second. What I do want to do is go through here and clear up some space financially. So Gunnar Hoagland, we're going to non-tender. He was really bad last year, both in the majors and in the minors. He's 25 years old. He wants to be in the majors. Well, tough. Reese Olson, this one's going to hurt a little bit because he's considered extremely popular, but he was really bad. So we're going to let him go. Tariq Skubal, we're going to let him go. Domingo Acevedo, we're going to let him go. Actually, we might... He's not interested in discussing it. Okay. Javier, we're going to let him go. So that'll clear up, $7 or $8 million, which is obviously a good thing. Estes wants 4.2. Can we sign him long term? 4.2, so 4, 6, 8, 11, 13, and 15. Oh, wow. Okay. That seems like a reasonable deal. Well, let's go ahead and offer that to Joey Estes. What about Ryan Gleason? He wants 3.9. Same deal, 3.9. So can we offer him 3, 5, 5, 7, 5, 9, 5, 11, 5, and 13, 5? No. He doesn't want to be tied up that long. So 3.9. So 3.9, that should be able to do what? 3.75? Like that? 3.8. Oops. Okay. It's fine. 3.8 for him. Braylon Marquez wants 1.3. He's a tradable piece. He seemed to have some value, so that may be a piece we look to move. But again, at $1.2 million, it's nothing. Same thing with Luzardo. I mean, I thought about trading him, but to get a number 4 starter for $1.3 million who can give you, anywhere between 1 and 2 WAR, I mean, you don't really want to give that up. Brule wants 1.1. We got Depperman at 1.4. That seems like a no-brainer. Meyer wants... Okay, we'll hold off on Meyer for a second. I'm sure I'm going to sign him, but... So Bullard's not interested in discussing. So let's talk to Meyer. He wants 2.3. Take a 3-year deal, like 2, 5, and 3. Like that? No, he only wants the 1-year deal. Okay, so he wants 2, 3, so 2, 2, 5, 0. All right, so now we get into some of the nitty-gritty, if you will. I'm going to... Actually, Nick Allen, I think we bring back. He wants 1.9. Okay. I got to sim ahead today. And then we can take a look and see... Sorry, just taking a look at an email thread. So we got a couple players that still are potentially tradable. Like I don't think anybody wants Paredes as is, but if we did like Paredes and Laureano, would anybody be interested in that sort of a package? I mean, there is some interest. Is there interest here that's going to make us better? Austin Martin looks like a decent option at second base. Chase Strumpf. I mean, we might be able to make something happen with the Cubs. Nathan Haberthier looks okay. I don't mind Austin Martin. I like the eye and discipline and avoid K. That gives us a leadoff hitter. It's whether or not he can hit for a high enough average. But he did put up a 349 on base percentage last year. He's just not going to hit for much power. A lot of relief pitchers. I have no interest in a relief pitcher. I have enough of those. Grab my coffee. Ugh. He's insignificant. Strada's not a bad player, but for $10 million, I'll pass. So can we get Austin Martin straight up for Paredes? I can't, but we're not that far off. Like, could I give you... Let's try this. Let's try Paredes and Edwards for Austin Martin. And then let's go back here and let's see. I still have to make a decision on Laureano. He's a captain. Lucius Fox, middle infielder. Smith Najiba, meh. None of these players are really worth it to me to trade Laureano. But at the same time, I kind of feel like the option, the right decision is to pick up the option and then potentially trade it down the road. I feel like that's the right move, so that's what we're going to do. We're going to bring back Ramon Laureano. We're just going to execute it. We're not even going to think about it. We're just going to execute it. Any interesting? Akiyama's back in the majors. Nobody's interesting there. All right. So let's see if we can get an answer from the Cubs on that deal. Almost. You want Carlos Franco? I will give you Carlos Franco. That is fine. It's assuming it will actually work. A lot of times it says close, then you give them the player they ask for, then they come back and they say it's still not enough. All right, so let's sim ahead again. Fan reaction to Depperman, that's nice. Fan reaction to Meyer, that's nice. Fan reaction to Gleason. Okay, so they're all slight increases, but increases nonetheless. So we are up to 69 now. Nice. So we're going to bump ticket prices to $26.50 now. Increase them another year, or another $1. Still no answer from the Cubs, huh? Oh, that's right. This was a trade I was talking about. Jairo Pomares for Laureano, Marusak, and Angeles. Let's go back to the Cubs deal. I don't know what happened there. I don't know why that trade. We'll readdress that deal that I had up there in a second, but I want to see what's going on here. So it was Paredes, Edwards, and it was a catcher. F, right? F. Carlos Franco, right? For Austin Martin. Huh? Why all of a sudden can I not make this work? All right, so I guess we offer these guys arbitration and then trade them when we get to free agency. Paredes wants $5.5 million. Ugh. It's okay. If I have to eat the contract, I will. I'm not. Or if I have to get like nothing in return for him, I will. So let's go back and let's look at that deal. So now it comes nowhere near. He's 25 years old. All right, whatever. It's fine. Salaries. So right now our payroll for next season is $89 million. Let's dump some players that we can dump. Brian Ramos can get DFA'd. Franco, we will DFA. Nope, not until... Yeah, Franco, we will DFA. Reese Olson, that money's going to come off the books. Javier, that money's going to come off the books. Skubal, that's going to come off the books. Ostrazinka, we can DFA. Saves us $1.5 million right away. Pico Armstrong, Leon Deegan, Edwards, Estes, Fabian. No, he still has some room to grow, so I'm not quite ready to give up on him. Garcia, meh. I mean, he's just okay. All right, I think that's good for now. Grant Holman, we can DFA. All right, let's sim ahead. All right, I'm going to get up to free agency, and we will we'll go from there. We'll see where we stand in terms of finances, and then we'll figure out what we can do. So be right back. All right, we are back. It is free agency. We did sign Joey Estes to that extended contract, which is awesome. Somehow we don't have any room for free agents, even though we just cut like $10 million off of our payroll. So trading Paredes, trading Laureano. I mean, I guess it depends on what's available in free agency. I mean, I don't want to have money just to not spend it, I guess. Let's see what we have for internationals. We got any young international? Like, he's not bad for only $1.6 million, but I don't have $1.6 million. Oh, wow. $6.5 million. He's a stud. I would much rather have someone like Danny Nolasco for $5 million than Isaac Paredes. So let's see what we can do to clear up some finances to pick him up. Yeah, I mean, we're not going to be a player in the world of free agency, I don't think. So let's go here. Let's go here. Let's offer up Paredes. See. Ugh. Yeah, that's what I was afraid of. Okay. It's all right. It's all right. We'll figure it out. I should have just non-tendered him, but, you live, you learn. Xavier Edwards. All players. Radiel Martinez. Look at that 59.4 ERA. Let's go. So this would save us about $1.5 million. We'd still be negative. We'd still be negative. All right. Let's find a team that has money. Oh, nobody has money. All right. So here's what we're going to do. We are going to go and we are going to... drop this down. Oh, I guess we're going to drop it down to that. Okay. So now we have $2.5 million for free agents, 4.1 for extensions. Do we want to drop anything else? I think. Drop scouting to 15. That should give us 5.5. Now let's see if we can make a run at that starting pitcher. Let's take a year off of each of these. So, yeah, I mean, a 24-year-old lefty ground baller, high work ethic. I mean, something tells me we're going to get into a bidding war for him, and that's something I can't do. And if that's the case, maybe we turn our attention here to Admar Ketelar. So, all right, now let's look here. Let's take a look and see if anybody is interested in Ramon. Wow, so the demand for Laureano, and part of that is that nobody has any money, which is the weird thing. I don't know why nobody has any money. I don't know why nobody has any money. I just don't. So Vastine, can put him there. So right now, what are we missing in our lineup? First baseman. No, our first baseman is Bullard. Yeah, I'm not crazy about Poisson playing shortstop. I'd rather have Allen at short and Poisson playing second. Or really Poisson playing third, but we need to trade Paredes, and right now nobody has any money. So let's sim ahead a week and see what happens with that starting pitcher. What's funny, though, is nobody has any money, but people are going to end up signing players. That's going to be the odd thing. No one has any money at all, but people are going to sign... All right. It's still pending. All right, so we still have a little bit of money for extensions, but I don't think there's anybody that I want to extend. So I'm going to keep offering up Paredes with the hope that somebody frees up some money. Okay, there you go. Somebody freed up some money. The Cubs, Brennan Davis. I mean, sure. Gives us another $4 million. They're up to 4. I mean, Brennan Davis isn't great, but, backup outfielder, decent power, decent eye. I mean, Paredes isn't great either, and it gives us an opportunity to move Poisson over to third, and then we can have Allen at second and Angeles at Allen at short and Poisson or Angeles at second for now. Can we get anything else? Cavoco? Nope. What if I gave you... Okay, so they can't take him. I mean, I'm really okay making this deal as is, but I would like to just see if we can add anything to it. Derek Diamond? You'll be blunt, no. Eric Parker. I mean, he looks okay. Garrett Plata. Zion Rose. Low work ethic. I don't like that. I feel like I'm looking at the same names over and over and over again. Ryan Reckley can play some shortstop. I don't think so. I'm actually fine with this. David Forst doesn't like it, but it saves us $4 million. Gets us a backup outfielder in case we end up trading Laureano. So we're going to make that deal. Cool. So that gives us another $3 million or something to play with here. Now I want to look at Xavier Edwards. And I'd rather have prospect. Somebody that's not on not a single prospect. Okay. I'd rather have somebody who is not on a major league deal. Drusinski, 1.9. Maybe I can find a team that will trade us a player and retain the contract. Guillaume, no. Well, maybe. What is his popularity? Unknown and insignificant. He's only insignificant in the world of baseball. I'm sure he's significant to his family. So David Buchanan, 36-year-old, 2.5-star spark plug, high work ethic, very popular. Bump this up as much as we can. Trying to save some money. You guys know how this goes. Marusak I like, but he's 26. So it looks like we'll be able to get them to retain about 75%. Gives us another $1.125 million. We pick up a popular player. Fan interest increases significantly, even though he is out for how long? 4 months. He'll be back by the start of the season. So now we're up to a 74 fan interest. We have a little bit of money for free agents, and I just want to sim ahead and see if we can get that pitcher for the money that we offered. My guess is we won't. My guess is someone's going to come back with a better deal, but that's a ridiculous contract for that pitcher if we can sign it. It's thinking. Oh, yeah, so you can see the Padres won the World Series. They beat the Rays, swept the Rays. So San Diego gets it done. All right, so anything here from him as of yet? Nothing as of yet. Let's do some Hall of Fame voting. And we'll see if he at least favors the offer. So Abreu, Beltran, Beltre, all three of them belong in. I'm going to vote for Big Sexy, that 250 wins. I know wins isn't always a indication, but now I think somebody gets to 250 wins now, I think they're a surefire Hall of Famer. Helton, Andrew Jones, Dustin Pedroia because I love Petey, Manny because I love Manny, and Sabathia. I'm sure there's players. Oh, I can put one more on there. I can't put Omar Vizquel on there. He is truly a piece of garbage, so I won't vote for him. Let's vote for King Felix. And let's look at the Offseason Center. He favors the offer, so we have some money now for extensions, which is good. That means, yeah, I mean, that's good. That's good. So I guess we'll just sim ahead to the winter meetings. Buchanan, put him on the big league roster. And hopefully we get an answer here. I put him on the big league roster. Normally I'm simming this offline, but this is exciting. I want to see if we can sign that young stud pitcher. Trade proposal from the Giants. They will send us Wilson. No. Getting Weisenberger, Deegan, and Pineda. No, go away. It's an awful deal. I will say that the deals that the AI has started to offer in Out of the Park 23 is a lot better than what it used to be. A lot better than what it used to be. Any of the top players still available? Pete Alonso with his 51 home runs is still a free agent. Yeah, Danny Nolasco. Let's go. Absolute monster. OSA likes him more than we do, but our scouting is also low. I mean, imagine if this is what he is. Oh, man. Let's get a scouting report on him right away. Our pitching staff is absolutely loaded now. Burns, Gleason, Estes, Nolasco, Lazar. I mean, we are stacked. Make him a... I don't want to move. I want to make him a reliever. All right. So, yeah, we are stacked in the rotation. We also have Julian Thayer, who we drafted back in 2025. And he's moved up the rankings here pretty quickly. So, yeah, we've got some players that we can move. Like, let's try to move Marquez. Actually, let's get to the winter meetings first. That's a huge signing, guys. For a cash-strapped team like the A's, that's a huge deal. To pick up a 24-year-old pitcher who looks like a number 2 for 5 years and $30 million or whatever it is. Braylon Marquez. I would like a bat. This might be the time to try to move Laureano. If we can find, like I don't want to trade a pitcher for a pitcher. Like that doesn't do anything for me. Clint Frazier, Leody Taveras can't really hit. Stephen Kwan might not be a bad option. I mean, the one thing we're lacking is power, and Kwan's not going to give us power. What Kwan is going to give us is on base is the ability to get on base. So let's do this. Marquez and Laureano, and look up batters only. I think Joe Adell. He had 37 home runs and drove in 105 last year. $15 million this year, $15 million player option next year. I mean, chances are he opts out of that. Yaz? No. I kind of dig this. So they would make this deal straight up. I mean, I'd be willing to add in pieces to get you to retain. Okay, so they can't retain any more than that. So we would lose 1 point. So we would our available money would drop by $1.6 million. But here's the deal. Laureano, very good defensively, significantly below average with the bat last season, 667 OPS. Adell's coming off of 3. I mean, he's probably not going to hit higher than 250, but he's 3 straight 30 home run seasons. And I feel like that's a no-brainer. I feel like that is a good deal. Can we get anything else? Maybe a Gavin Pringle? No? No Gavin Pringle? I would like Moda. I don't know that he's ever going to hit. I mean, he hit really well in the minors. Good gap power, good eye discipline, potentially some home run power. So let's take a look and let's see what's out there for free agents, because we got like $5 million, and maybe that trade is our free agent acquisition, if you will. Default. Yeah, what's available for $5 million? We could get a J.P. Crawford. He's not really a great shortstop anymore. Paul DeJong can't really hit at all. Iglesias, Eloy Jimenez? No. I mean, just at a quick glance. Yeah, and maybe we can go after someone like Jeff McNeil on a short-term deal. Only wants 7.5, so if we make this deal, we're down to like 3.5, but that feels like a good deal, guys. This feels like a solid deal to me. Joe Adell for Ramon Laureano. And a 23-year-old pitcher. And they retain 10% of Adell's contract. So our available money this year would drop by $1.6 million. We'd still have about 3.2. We can probably scrounge up a couple of $1 million to try to pick up Jeff McNeil to be our designated hitter. This feels like a good deal. This feels like a good deal. Laureano's 31. Adell is 26. Adell's not as good an outfielder, but he can play. Not that we need him to play center with having both Pete Crow Armstrong and Christian Pache. My guess is he opts out. But if he opts out, we can get a comp pick for him because we're trading him before the season starts. And we weren't going to re-sign Laureano. We may, depending on how the season goes, be able to re-sign Adele. We're going to do this. So Ramon Laureano and Jesus Perdigon to the Los Angeles Angels for Joe Adele, and they retain $1.5 million of Adele's contract. So noticeable fan interest drop for Laureano and significant fan increase bump for Joe Adele. Our fan interest is up to a 77 now. You know what? I'm going to go 27 here. Let's see what sort of bump we can get for 27. So that leaves us with about $3.5 million with which to play with. So let's talk to Jeff McNeil, and let's try to do $225, so 325. 24500. Like that? Yeah, he's not interested in that. I would love to bring in Jeff McNeil. We would need to clear a little bit of money in order to do it. So where does that money come from? I mean, do we turn around and try to just move Brennan Davis since we have they're below budget. I mean, I could see if I DFA him and cut him, we still have to pay him. Marquez would get us there. What if we did Marquez? Any prospects? What if I just wanted a prospect? Because, again, I want somebody who's not necessarily... So 31-year-old Jose Rondon is a prospect. What is going on here? What are you guys doing? What is this? These are not prospects, my friends. Suarez. Yeah, none of these are actual prospects. And then you got 31-year-olds. I'm not sure why that's doing that. So let's sim ahead a day. I mean, I'm hopeful that Jeff McNeil comes back to us and says, hey, let's discuss this again. I'd like to continue to talk to you. Let's go here and... let's go Marquez. And Brennan Davis. Oh, because I still had regulars or veterans ticked. Patrick Bailey, no. Meh. He's making $4.1 million. I'm good there. Excuse me. And as I always say, I could say that I would edit that out, but we all know I'm not going to. So I apologize. Let's look at the trade block. Not that there's going to be anybody here. This is all going to be players that are making way too much money for us. And I don't think they can retain it all. Yeah. I mean, maybe we can find a team that just wants to get rid of somebody. Sometimes you can get lucky there. Matt Chapman. Can we bring Chappie back? The Twins retain. No. Okay. Anybody else? I'm looking for a bat, and I feel like feel like McNeil is the best option, but in order to get McNeil, we have to clear salary. If I can get this up to about $5 million, I can probably make it happen. So I gotta get like Brennan Davis off the books. The problem is like this doesn't help. That doesn't help. If we go here and Michael Burrows, he's popular. Yeah, I'm trying to get tricky with this, right? Like I'm trying to nickel and dime. So this gets us another $2 million. Gets us up to 5.2. Muncy can still hit a little bit, but I would throw in Ramos if I could get them to retain everything. So 75% gets us another $2.4 million. Well, I like him. Yeah, absolutely. Dylan Campbell, for sure. 23-year-old, super high eye and discipline. I mean, a low work ethic, but I mean, maybe there might be something there. $17-year-old, not happening. Michael Gupton. Hoskins, 45. Yeah. Oh, wow. Oh, he can't hit. He can field, but he can't hit. So I'm good with that. What else can we do here? Ian Moeller, no. Velasquez, be a good backup middle infielder. No, they don't want to do that. I'm okay with this. So Brennan Davis, Braylon Marquez, Ramos, Holman, and Hoskins for Michael Burrows, retaining 75%, Dylan Campbell, and Nathan Haberthier. So this gives us another $2.4 million. Make that deal. Fan interest declines. Getting rid of Marquez. Kind of knew that was going to happen. So we're down to a 75, but now we've got some money, a little bit more money to talk to Jeff McNeil, who would be nothing more than I want to do 2 years. I want that to be a team option, and we will give you a $750,000 buyout. So he wants 3 years. I would be willing to give you the second year guaranteed if we can do the third year with a really cheap buyout and take this down $1 million. Okay. 3 years, $17.3 million for Jeff McNeil. Let's go ahead and I'm going to sim up to the Rule 5, and I will be right back. Hang tight. All right, we're back at the Rule 5. You can see our revenue per game is spiked. We increased our ticket prices $1.50. Revenue's up almost 40% right now, which is awesome. Our salaries next year jump to about $95.5 million. That'll drop when Adele opts out. Pache, Christian Pache may be the next one to go. Truth be told, I absolutely, I wanted good things for Christian Pache, but I just don't know with how bad our offense is. I don't know that we can. Yeah, like nobody even wants him. Like I don't know if we can maintain his bat in our lineup. Yeah, nobody even wants him. We haven't signed Jeff McNeil yet. He does favor our offer. We have $500 for free agents. Let's go. All right, we got to check our Rule 5 list to make sure that we don't have anybody on the eligible for the Rule 5 that we want to have on the 40-man. Pedro Pineda, we will put him on the 40-man. I think we may end up trading him. He's not that good. He's still young, but he's not a center fielder. What would happen if we offered him up? Just out of curiosity. Anybody interested in giving us anything in return for him? Not really. 25-year-old Lawrence Butler, who we traded to Cleveland. Ivan Melendez. A lot of power. Yeah, not really a ton of interest. Meh. All right, let's get to the Rule 5. So we're picking 8th. 8th. And we're going to go right to hitters. So we got Tony Blanco, 20-year-old in the Pirates organization. It's a shame he's only 20 because that is killer power. Bryant Cologne. No. Baker Pastron. Baker, I think long term he's a pretty good bat, but doesn't really have a position. A lot of 2.5-star players. Balcazar, another one. Low work ethic on him. I don't like that. Doesn't look like we're going to have a lot of great options in the Rule 5 this year, guys. Just a bit of a shame, but we'll survive. Jeremy De La Rosa. Used to be in the Red Sox organization. Jovan Gill. The Kansas City organization. Meh. Reese Hens, and we need some power, right? We definitely need some power. I don't know if he's ever going to hit for a high enough average, but maybe he can run into one against a lefty every now and again. He's got a good arm. That might be an option. Right now, Reese Hens is the guy we're looking at. We'll take a look at pitchers too. Usually there aren't any pitchers that are, super high value in the Rule 5, but we will look. Caden Rose. Oops. He played for Long Island, the Long Island Ducks, and then he played for the Kansas City Monarchs before being signed by the Red Sox. He's not bad, but I mean, he's not really close to being fully developed, so he would just take up space on the roster. At least with Hins, he has a definite plus tool right now in that home run power. Tejeda. Jordan Viars. Now, there's a name. Those of you who have been with our channel for a while may remember that name. He was part of our DuPay are part of our Boston Blazers, the expansion team we created. He was a big part of that organization. Caden Wallace. Yeah, there's not a whole lot here. Oh, Carter Young is a captain. I like that. Let's look at, do we have anybody who is not morale? I want to look at popularity. Do we have any like really popular players in the Rule 5? J.C. Correa, it's Carlos's little brother. Jordan Sprinkle. That's a name. That is a name. Okay, what about pitchers? Dakota Hudson's extremely popular. Dennis Santana is very popular. Hunter Gaddis is very popular. Nope. Let's go to pitching potential. Yeah, not much here. Mitchell Bratt, no. Caleb Ferguson, $2.5 million. I'm good there. Yep, we're going to take Hins, and that's going to do it for the Rule 5. So there's really nothing we can do. So Reese Olson was taken, and we didn't get a fan. Thankfully, we didn't get a hit for DFAing him, which is encouraging. Mike Soroka. Gunnar Hoagland went to Houston via St. Louis. Cool. All right. So there's really nothing I can do right now. I have $500 for free agents. So I am going to sim ahead, and we're going to get to the end of the spring training. The spring training. We're going to get to the end of spring training. We're going to set the lineup, set the pitching staff, and then we will play opening day. So I will be back in just a minute. All right. We are back one last time. It is opening day. And we had some good news and some bad news. The bad news is that we lost Nick Allen for the year again. So it looks like I think this is the end of Nick Allen's time in Oakland. I think he probably gets non-tendered at the start or at the end of next season. Some good news, though. Julian Thayer got better. I don't know how he did in spring training. We'll look in a second, but he's up to 2.5 star, 3.5 star for number 44 prospect in baseball. Really solid 4th overall pick. He's probably going to start in AAA just because I like to see that control get a little better, but that's good. Danny Nolasco, 2.5 star, 4 star. Elite stamina, high work ethic. He's still not at his final form yet, as they say, but he'll likely start in the rotation just given what we're paying him. And to replace Nick Allen, we went out and we signed Paul DeJong. Now, Paul's not going to hit. We had two options. We had Paul DeJong and Jose Iglesias. Iglesias is going to hit for more contact. A bit better contact, excuse me. DeJong's got a better batting eye, a little bit more home run power, and a bit better fielder. So we signed DeJong to a 1-year, $2.9 million contract to play shortstop for us. So we signed Paul DeJong. He hit 20 home runs, knocked in 54 a year ago, put up 2.2 WAR for the Twinkies. So we have no money. We have no money for free agents. We have no money for extensions. Fan interest at a 75. We were able to, our owner increased our budget, so we were able to move our draft budget back up to the recommended amount. We did also sign Jeff McNeil. His ratings, his contact dropped a little bit, but still very good against righties and more than passable against lefties. So it's time to set our set our team and play opening day. So we got 33 players. We have 18 pitchers. We got to send 5 pitchers down to the minors. So we will send down Hall and Garcia right off the bat. I think Troy Taylor goes down. Proved last year that he wasn't quite ready. So we got to send 2 more down. Burrows can go down. And Vodnik, I think. Yeah, Beckway, just a bit better stuff against righties, bit better stamina. All right, so there is... Oh, no, I got to send Thayer down. That's what I wanted to do. I wanted to send Thayer down for now. Let him get time in the minors still. Who do we want to call up? He's not ready. I mean, it's a bullpen arm. I think we go Troy Taylor. That arm is just electric. The active roster is full. Oh, I got to send down 2 batters. We'll send down Pineda and Fabian. So now I can call up 1 pitcher, which is what I want, because I think I only have 12 pitchers now. Yep, 12 pitchers. We'll call up Taylor. Let's set our rotation. I think that makes sense. Burns, Gleason, Estes, Nolasco, and Luzardo. I am fine with that. Depperman will be our stopper. Max Meyer will be closer, 8th or later, and high leverage. Depperman will be a stopper, 7th or closer. 7th in close game and a closer. Oh, Hansen was our closer last year. He wasn't very good. So maybe we'll give him a shot as a middle relief and see how he does there. Taylor's going to be long relief, emergency starting pitcher. Wait, no, why do I have... Oh, because it went to... There we go. Which of these guys do I want as... He's an extreme fly ball. He's a sinker baller, and Taylor is an extreme fly ball. I want one of these guys as my... he doesn't need to be... Brule doesn't need to be a specialist. I think he can be middle relief and specialist. So I think we do this. We go Burns, Gleason, Estes, Nolasco, Luzardo as our starting rotation. Meyer, Depperman as our 2 main bullpen pieces. Hansen, Acton, and Brule as our middle relief. Weisenberger, Beckway, and Troy Taylor as our long relief. Now our lineup. I am recording, right? I am. So our lineup is going to look something like this. Joe Adell's going to bat 3rd. Who is our leadoff hitter? I mean, do we go Angeli? I don't like Angeli's eye. I mean, I would prefer Deegan as my leadoff hitter with the 70 batting eye. But I can't have both. I can't have Bullard, Deegan, and Jeff McNeil all out there at the same time. So McNeil's going to be my number 2 hitter, at designated hitter. Our number 4 hitter will be Tony Bullard. Our number 5 hitter will be Poisson. Actually, I think Poisson bats 4th. Bullard bats 5th. Wood will bat 6th. Center field catcher. So Langlier will bat 7th. DeJong will bat 8th. And Pache will bat 9th. Do I go Crow Armstrong? 40, 55, 35, 55, 40. No. Pache's, he's not as good a hitter, but... And we'll do that. So Crow Armstrong... Crow Armstrong will play. He'll be my backup at all 3 outfield positions. So once every 6th game, once every 5th game, once every 10th game there. Deegan and McNeil will switch every 4th game and every 5th game. So he'll play a couple of times a week against lefty or against righties. Reese Hines will play once a week at 3rd. And now we copy this lineup and paste it against lefties. But there's a difference now. we will stick Deegan in as the designated hitter. Crow Armstrong will back up there. Once a week. McNeil, that's fine. Deegan is starting at DH against lefties, so I don't need him backing up there, and I think that looks okay. We have Deegan batting second against lefties. I think with that batting eye, that could work. Or do we do that instead? I think we do that instead. Deegan, Angeles, Adele, Poisson, Bullard, Wood, Langley, DeJong, and Pache. All right. So let's look at preseason predictions, then I want to look at the waiver wire. So they have us going 76 and 86 with 682 runs scored, which is last in the American League, and a 4.28 ERA, which is middle of the pack. It's a bit of a surprise, given we improved our pitching staff. We don't have anybody in the top hitters or top pitchers. Let's look at waivers. Gilberto Celestino. He's making $2.4 million. Can't take him because he's making $2.4 million. Carson Taylor, no. Yeah, I mean, any of these players we would have to we'd have to send somebody down anyway, but anybody who's making more than the minimum would require us to make another move. What about pitchers? Oviedo. He's not bad. I mean, he to me is I think we claim him. He's a better option, I think, than Taylor right now. 3 pitches, 3 really good pitches. A ground ball pitcher, throws 95 to 97, making the minimum. So let's finish the day, and we'll play tomorrow against... David Buchanan is ready. And we'll start him on a rehab assignment just to give him some time because he hasn't pitched in a while. All right, so we're going to be taking on the Toronto Blue Jays here on opening day. So let's do that, shall we? In Toronto at the Sky Dome. So we've got Angeles batting leadoff, playing second base. Jack McNeil is a designated hitter, batting second. Joe Adele bats third, plays left. Robert Poisson will bat fourth and play third. Tony Bullard bats fifth, plays first. James Wood bats sixth in right field. Shea Langley does the catching, batting seventh. Paul DeJong bats eighth, plays shortstop. Christian Pache will start in center field and bat ninth. Corbin Burns, 6-4 with a 2.16 ERA. Gets the start, his third straight opening day for the Oakland A's. On the other side, you got Bo Bichette batting leadoff and playing shortstop. Highland Hall bats second, plays right field. Vlad Jr., the designated hitter, bats third. Ellie De La Cruz is the cleanup hitter, batting fourth, playing third. Gabriel Moreno bats fifth, does the catching. George Springer is in center field, bats sixth. Malcolm Nunez bats seventh, plays first. Tommy Edman at second, bats eighth. And Jose Ramos bats ninth in left fielding. It's Adam Kloffenstein, who is 10-11 with a 4.47 ERA a year ago for the Jays. Let's get to it. And I still have not won a single game of Out of the Park Baseball 23 that I have played for either the Oakland Athletics or the Arizona Diamondbacks in either of my saves. So we will see how this goes. Angeles will lead off. Beautiful ballpark. Strike 3. Jeff McNeil. Strike 3. And Joe Adele. Not a good start to our season as Kloffenstein strikes out the side. You got Bo Bichette batting leadoff. Burns strikes him out. Hillen Hall, or is it Highland? I don't know. Highland or Hillen? It's probably Highland. 0-1 pitch to Hall. Fly ball to left. 2 away. And Vlad Jr. 0-2 to Vlad. So 5 batters have hit this year, or 6 batters have hit this year, and 5 of them have struck out. Poisson now. Ground ball in the hole. 1 away. Bullard strikes out. And they have to take Kloffenstein out of the game in the second inning. That is no good for Toronto. James Wood now will face Bukowskis. Grounds out to first. So bottom of inning 2. De La Cruz is a pull hitter. 1-1 pitch to him. Pop out to Pache. 1 away. Moreno is a pull hitter. 1-2 pitch. Strike 3. And Gabe Springer. George Springer. Who's Gabe Springer? I don't think there is a Gabe Springer. I don't know where I got that name. George Springer. Grounds error made by the third baseman, Poisson. So Malcolm Nunez comes up now. 2 outs, runner at first. Another chance for Poisson, and this time he ends the inning. So we go to the third, 1-1. Langlier, DeJong, and Pache. Ground ball to short, 1 out. Paul DeJong with the first hit of the season for Oakland. A single to left. Pache strikes out. Angeles with a gapper. Is that going to be enough to get DeJong home? Let's see. Yes, and we are up 1-0 here in the third on an RBI double by Uribiel Angeles. McNeil now up with a runner at second and 2 outs. And it's going to be a fly out to center, but we take the lead. Pick up a run in the third. And they're going to send up 8-9-1. 1-0 to Edman. He's grounded into the shift. 1 away. Ramos a pull hitter. There's a strikeout and Bichette. Sliding catch. I like that new animation. I think that slide animation is new. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think that slide animation is new, and I kind of like it. 3-4-5 this inning. Adele Poisson. Joe Adele pops up on the infield. 1 out. Poisson. That's going to be a pop out to right. 2 away. And Bullard strikes out. So 1-0 going to the bottom of the fourth. 3-2 pitch to Hall. It's ball 4. Vlad Jr. now. 0-1 to Vlad. You pop up on the right side, so I shifted to the left, and he pops back out to the right. De La Cruz. 0-1 pitch. Oh, no, I went the wrong way. Okay, so I got lucky there. Oh, no, and Corbin is hurt now. Back tightness. Oh, come on. We will go with Depperman. Hang on just a minute, guys. All right, sorry. We had somebody open the garage below me. All right, so Depperman comes in. Burns only day-to-day, but that stinks because he was pitching well. So Depperman will come in, and we'll watch him give up a hit to Moreno and tie the score. Nope, he strikes him out. There we go. All right, so 6, 7, 8. Wood, Langlier, DeJong here in the fifth. Wood strikes out. Langlier strikes out. And DeJong strikes out. We're striking out a lot. We're striking out a lot here. George Springer now. Shift left against him. Fly ball to right field. 1 out in the fifth. Malcolm Nunez is a pull hitter as well. We will shift left. 3-2 pitch to him. Ground ball to DeJong. 2 away. And Edman is an extreme pull hitter. 1-2 to Edman. Into the shift. That retires the side. All right, so we go to the 6th. 9-1-2. Pache. With a base hit to center. There you go, Christian. Angeles now against Luis Ortiz. Ground ball to third. Pache goes down to second. McNeil now with a runner at second and 1 out. Fly ball to center. It's going to get down for a hit. Pache is going to hit third. So we got runners at the corners with 1 out for Joe Adele. Dell hits that one to left. That's going to get down for a hit, and we have a 2-0 lead in the 6th. Poisson strikes out, and Bullard flies out to left. So we pick up another run. We go to bottom of the 6th, up 2-0. Depperman looks like he's still fine, so we'll let him continue to go here. 1-2 pitch to Ramos. Be a leadoff extra base hit by the number 9 hitter. That's never a good thing. So we got to get somebody up. Brule. 1-0 pitch to Bichette. That's going to be caught out and right. Runner stays at second. Highland Hall. We will shift to the left. Walks him. We got Vlad now, 2 on and 1 out. He's going to stay in the ballpark, it looks like. And let's visit the mound. How's he doing? Tank's not empty yet. So we got De La Cruz. He can get De La Cruz out. 1-2 pitch. We get out of the inning. There we go. All right, so now we're going to sit Brule down and get him back up before the end of the inning. Wood, Langlier, De Jong. Wood strikes out. Is Langlier going to reach, or is he going to be thrown out? He is. He's going to reach on the pass ball. All right. De Jong. Ground ball to third, and they turn the double play. All right. So he should be ready now. Yep. Brule is ready, so we'll put him in. Moreno, Springer, Nunez, all pull hitters. 2-0 pitch to Moreno. There's a leadoff single. 3-2 pitch now to Springer. Another single. Nunez, 2 on and nobody out here in the 7th. Catch is going to be made by Pache. Runner stays there. Edmund now. Extreme pull. We will hard shift left on him. 1-2 pitch to Edmund is a fly ball to left. Diving catch made out in left field by Joe Adele. And Jose Ramos now. 1-1 pitch. It's going to be a base hit to left. Is the run going to score? It looks like it is. Yep, so 2-1 now. Bo Bichette. And that's, I think, going to retire the side. So we'll go to the 8th up by a run. We'll go to Max Meyer, get him up. He should be able to go too. We got 9-1-2. Pache leads off. Flies out to center field. Angeles. It's going to be another extra base hit for Uribiel. It's his second double of the game. Runner at second, 1 out for Jeff McNeil. He strikes out. That stinks. And now Joe Adele from Nick Sandlin. 4-pitch walk. Poisson. Fly ball to left, and that's going to retire the side. We'll see if we can get an out here. Yep. All right. I'm pushing it. I know I'm pushing it here. He hits him. Okay, so that's going to do it. I knew I was pushing it, but I was hoping maybe he could get Vlad. All right, so we got Ellie. I should have left him out there for De La Cruz. What am I doing? Meyer to De La Cruz. Pop up on the infield. Catch is going to be made by Poisson and Gabriel Moreno. 3-1 pitch to him. Ball 4. Springer now. 3-2 pitch. Ball 4. Malcolm Nunez. Please don't walk in a run. 0-2 pitch. Oof, get out of the inning. So we go to the 9th up by a run. Bullard, Wood, and Langlier against Nash Bryan. There's a strikeout. Here's another strikeout. Oh, no. That's going to be a fly ball out and out to left, and Langlier. So we go to the 9th up by a run. I mean, we're going to leave our closer out there. He's either going to do it or he's not. And he's got Edman, Ramos, and Bichette. Meyer to Edman, and Edman, of course, goes the opposite way. He's an extreme pull hitter, and he goes the opposite way. Because, of course, he does. Another hitter goes the opposite way. A pull hitter that goes the opposite way. So the tying run is now at 3rd. Yeah, I'm going to lose. I am going to lose this game in the bottom of the 9th. Infield in, outfield in. Can I get out of this? 2-2 pitch from Meyer to Moreno. Nope. Here's the ball game. So we lose in the bottom of the 9th. I think I'm done playing games. Because I lose every single one that I play. And that sucks. It just sucks. All right. So that is the end of this episode, guys. When we come back, it will be May 1st, and then we will do our May, June, and July playthrough. We did pick up Oviedo, which is nice. Do we have any top prospects? We don't have anybody in the top 10. But we pick up Oviedo, which means I can send Taylor down. Get Oviedo up. Make sure our minor leagues are set correctly. Pacheco is ready to move up to here. Kenny Gomez is ready to move up to here. Caden Markham is ready to move up to here. Anybody else that needs to move around? I don't think so. Nope. All right, guys. So that's going to do it for this episode. Oh, Vastine's down to 4 stars. That's disappointing. All right. Well, hopefully he gets better. But at any rate, that's going to do it for this episode, guys. Let me know what you thought of my offseason. I was actually pretty happy with it. Picking up Joe Adelt, picking up Paul DeJong, and then on the pitching side, picking up the young Danny Nolasco. So let me know your thoughts. I'll talk to everybody soon. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.